Hello, and what I just played for you was an exercise using triads of the major scale and matching pentatonics. And this is what I call a concept exercise, which can be a really fun and creative way to practice, and it can also be very challenging and productive. So if you like the sound of this and you'd like to learn how to make your own exercises, keep watching and I'll show you how. To play this exercise, we need to know the triads of the major scale, and we need to know the formula to create a major and a minor pentatonic. And the quickest way I think to show you the triads of the major scale is through some simple music theory, which I'm going to show you right now. So go grab a piece of paper and a pen and watch the animation. Along the top, we're going to write our major scale, and I'd like to point out that this is pattern and formula based, so you could do this with any major scale. I'm choosing the C major scale simply because it has no sharps and flats in it, and I don't have to say the word sharp or flat. Along the top of the scale, we're going to write Roman numerals. This is going to represent the chord numbers. And notice that the 1, 4, and 5 are capital, are major. 2, 3, and 6 are minor. And 7 is minor as well, but it also has a minor fifth. So it's a diminished triad. Now along the side, we're going to write the chord numbers, and then just below the scale, we're going to write 1, 3, 5. Notice that 1 is also called the root of the chord. And now we're simply going to take every other note, and this creates a triad. And we're going to do this on each note of the scale going up the scale. And that's how we're going to get our triads of the major scale. So the first one is C. The third will be E, fifth will be G. Go to the second, it's going to be a minor triad, it's going to be D, the third will be F, fifth will be A. Go to the third, it will be a minor also, the root will be E, G, and the fifth will be B. Okay, let's look at the formulas to create our pentatonic scales. To create a major pentatonic, you need a root, a major second, major third, perfect fifth, and a major sixth. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And to create a minor pentatonic, you have a root, a minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, and a minor seventh. 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. Now on the seventh, it's going to be a minor pentatonic, but we're going to lower the fifth by half a step. And by doing this, this keeps everything diatonic. Okay, now that we have our pentatonics, last step is let's just figure out our scale step below each chord tone. So a pentatonic scale step below C will be A, below E will be D, and below G will be E, not F. Remember, we're using a pentatonic scale. We're getting our scale steps from the pentatonic. So scale step below G will be E. 2 chord, the D minor. Scale step below D will be C. Pentatonic scale step below F will be D. And then below A will be G. And we'll do one more. On the E minor, scale step below the root will be D. Scale step below G will be the E, and the scale step below the fifth, which is B, will be an A. Okay, now that we have our notes, let's take a look at some rhythms that we can use. And here are 4 rhythms that I like to use. And you're quickly going to see that it's pretty well limitless what you could do with the rhythms. But I would suggest, before you get caught up with all the possibilities of what could be, just take 3 or 4 rhythms and work on that. This will create a solid base for you. And when you do start expanding and exploring different rhythms, having a nice solid base to come back to, it really helps. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to just play an example, playing a scale step below each chord tone, going up the triads and then coming back down. I've got 4 rhythms, so I'm going to play 1 rhythm per bar and just alternate between the 4. And I'm going to play 2 examples. I'll play one at 70 beats per minute and the other one at 80 beats per minute. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the end. Okay, so there we go, a concept exercise using the triads of the major scale and playing a pentatonic scale step below each chord tone. And I was also using 4 different rhythms to add some rhythmic variation to it. And I have to say, in an effort to try and keep this video short and with not too much information in it, I think I've understated how much you can do with an exercise like this, and also how important it is to, if you're looking to, learn how to play music and get to a higher level, having a really solid understanding of the triads of the major scale is really, really important. And it kind of is the little shortcut that will help you become more fluent on your instrument faster. So it's really important to study that. And exercises like this, of course, you can change the rhythms, you can change the tempos, change the time signatures, and you can start looking at articulations, playing the notes all long, all short, but you can also play into different keys. You could start getting into inversions where you start the pattern on the different chord tones. You could start mixing up the order of the chord tones in the bars. You could start putting passing chords leading into the next chords. You could start getting into approach notes and chromatic tones outside of the diatonic key. And you're really only limited by your imagination. So important thing though is to start slow and keep it simple and give yourself a solid foundation to start building off of. And have fun. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Musento and the other sites. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.